Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mystery Death Theater 5000. We are trying Nightmare Frame's Prologue, which I believe is now the demo for the full version of the game, but it's basically like a horror director trying to track down the scariest film ever made, and so, you know, it's movie stuff. Yeah, the guys don't know the lunatic returned to camp. I have to warn them before it's too late.
Hi guys, I'm warning you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. The ducks. They must be there.
The ducks.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Oh.
Dana, Hank, Will, what have they done to you? They've pixelated your corpses.
Oh god, I'm too late. And which one? One of them just doesn't plain have any legs anymore. Like, no lower half.
Not at all, no. I wish I could get, like, little flavor text descriptions for these, but alas.
Like, oh, Cindy, no.
Oh, Cindy, no. No one will ever be able to enjoy your amazing belly button ring ever again. And now
and they took out Francis from Left 4 Dead.
They did. Oh no, and Tommy Jarvis.
Daisy, run.
Let him go, you monster.
He'll come for you. My 70s haircut can't save me.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Oh man. Oh. Shit. You've been suspecting it for a while. The climax of Lunatic 2 is identical to the one you wrote for the original movie. You go over the whole script in your mind and end up realizing it has the same structure as its predecessor. You can't show this to Christopher Ruskin. Something of heaven?
Melodies.
Melodies.
Looks like.
Oh yeah, you're right. I am way too close to the screen.
Melodies of heaven to the sky beyond the flying slasher killers.
No wonder you've put such little interest in the script for Lunatic 2. All your thoughts are focused on the ambitious project that will take you back to the times of Melodies of Heaven, the script that earned you an Oscar nomination in 1980. Famous producer Peter Evans is butting heads with the studio execs to get the project greenlit. According to him, the deal is almost done, which means you're just one step away from leaving the B-movie pit that you found yourself in. He was meeting with the executives this morning. You have an appointment later today at his place, hopefully to celebrate. It's getting late. I should get moving. Actually, I should... Hollywood, 1985.
Oh, okay. So...
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, that seems fairly obvious.
Yeah, this is cool. They're just throwing us right into it. You're loyal... Oh, wait, sorry. I gotta continue with this sort of Alan Wake style voice. Your loyal Olivetti letters, Lettera 32. Wow, I am way too close to the screen. Same model Francis Ford Coppola used to write, for example, the magnificent scene of Sollozzo's death at the hands of Michael Corleone in The Godfather. It's a versatile machine. It can also be used to give teenagers dumb lines and make skimpily dressed girls head straight towards the danger instead of running the opposite direction. It's your favorite big blue mug. It has always accompanied you when writing.
I love the big blue mug.
The cemetery of bad ideas you come up with when you're not focused, which happens a lot lately. Oh, he's got an old lady.
IBM.
Christopher Ruskin insisted that you had to get with the times as he brought you a brand new IBM PC 5150 with text processor. However, you still prefer to write scripts the traditional way. You can't imagine working without the relaxing sound of the keys banging away at the typewriter roller.
You
can't remember the last time you turned it on. It was to try out the latest sensation in computer narrative, King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones. The narrative wasn't good enough, and your character died again and again. You couldn't stand it more than 5 minutes. Wow.
Well, maybe you were just really bad at it.
Yeah, talk about I can't remember her last name. Roberta Williams, I think? Yeah, was it Roberta Williams? Roberta and Ken Williams? The King's Quest team?
I don't remember.
2 years ago, 3D horror movies made their comeback to Hollywood titles such as Friday the 13th 3D, Amityville 3D, or Jaws 3D. Of course, Ruskin Productions wanted its share of the pie. They commissioned a new slasher film full of gory scenes where the entrails of the victims would jump at the viewer. However, the budget was so small for a change that most of the scenes requiring more complex visual effects than usual were discarded. The director made up for it by moving the camera close to the actress's breasts. Ruskin didn't object. Neither did the viewers.
Okay.
There's a pile of books on. Hold up. That's where you put your wallet. And to think you had it right under your nose when the Chinese food delivery guy refused, and rightly so, to give you your order. You lost track of how long ago you unplugged the TV, never to plug it back in again. There's nothing of interest in that box. You usually read the news and the papers, and TV series are nothing more than watered-down movies. Well, given it's the 80s, I can't necessarily blame him for that. I mean, like, what do you... In 85...
Yes.
I mean, 85, I mean, what do you got? You got Mike Hammer, Night Court, Hammer. That's about it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't consider your work in horror movies as worthy of any praise, other people do. You were awarded the best script by the Fantasporto jury for President's Day Killer. Lunatic caused a sensation at the Sitges... I never know how to pronounce it. Yeah, it's Sitges Film Festival. It's the one in Spain.
Sitges. Oh, okay.
You won Best Screenwriter. That same year, you also collected awards in Alvarez thanks to Lunatic. You didn't pick up a single one of them in person. You hate the crowds at those B-tier festivals. But there's something you hate even more, being surrounded by fans of horror movies. Wow.
Man.
I'm immediately disliking this guy.
Yeah, no, I already have disliked this man. Like, I want to be like, a real artist who makes a gripping movie about people kissing, not stupid horror movies. Ugh.
Oh God! And
B-movie pit.
And he even spoke out against. He spoke out publicly against the character of Eliza from Eliza's Mansion of Horrors. You've been flooded with anonymous letters from her fans wishing you the most horrible of deaths. Listen, if you go after the Elvira stand-in, we're gonna fight you.
That's true.
Oh yeah, look at that box. New inventory item: 3D glasses.
Yeah, but where do we look to find the stick that is just wedged firmly up his own ass?
Hang on, let's see. No, there's a window, but I don't see anything. I can't click him.
That's a shame. That stick's gonna stay right up there.
Right up there, yep. You've always wanted to have an apartment you could write your scripts in with a view of the Hollywood sign. If it wasn't for the fact you have to stick half your body out the window just to be able to see the letter D, you could have said you've achieved your dream. You look at the tray with the script of the last sequel of Ruskin Productions' most recent success lies and wonder what happened. Your mind might have been somewhere else, or you may be agreeing with those who argue that the slasher genre has nothing more to say. It's a complete disaster that you need to fix, that the best thing would be to start anew.
Nort.
People always say that those mass psycho movies write themselves, and it's something you've always agreed with, but failing to write the sequel to Lunatic is making you change your mind. Best thing you can do now is go outside and forget about writing for the day. Alright, fine. Go out there and touch grass or something, you fucking weirdo.
I think you should get a wedgie, like somebody should just show up and...
Yeah. Ow.
Welcome to LA United Taxi, where do you want to go?
When you get in a taxi, the drivers will talk to you. You can disable this feature in the options menu.
I just want an Uber that doesn't talk to me, thank you.
Okay, let's go to Ruskin. Let's go to them and say, hey. Come on, gentlemen, splash the cash. You could be helping this poor man right here with all that dough you scrimp hiring illegal aliens to take care of your lawns. I'm topical referenced. You could be helping this poor man. Hi, Jack. Jack Palmer was a child star in the 1930s. He was the lead of Gang of Seven, such a ripoff of our gang that his biggest accomplishment was not to be sued for plagiarism. When his voice changed and the zits came, he disappeared until he returned in the 50s as the director of a couple of movies about giant radioactive insects, which devoured everything that crossed their paths. Humans, military machinery, and even the production company itself, which went bankrupt. He came back to Hollywood in the 80s in his last incarnation, a homeless drunkard.
Okay, you judging jackass.
Oh, you're here to insult me again? What? Go with that. What's this, your way of saying hello? You told me your career was going downhill so far you'd rather jump off the 6th Street Viaduct than end up like me.
A guy with a mouth that's just slightly too wide.
Come on, Jack, don't be resentful. I was an asshole.
But you suck.
Even if that happened 12 days and 46 minutes ago, I don't like to be called resentful. Those things hurt, Alan. Alright, for the umpteenth time, I'm sorry. I've got a habit of saying what I think.
And what I think is horrible.
That's not a virtue. The trick is to think what you say. You know what, Alan? You're a strange guy. You don't like people, you freak them out, and yet somehow nobody tells you to fuck off.
No, I'm gonna say it. Fuck off.
Anyway, how's it going, fucker? Awful. Glad to see you haven't lost that optimism you're known for. Oh, boy. How's the day going? Nothing yet. Must have just gotten started. Why do you beg at a place like this? I've always wondered why. I don't like
convenient.
to hustle from common people. It's hard enough for them to just earn a living. But here, look at all those yuppie fucks. Look at their hands. They're perfect hands. If only I had hands. Most of them waste so much money in manicures. They do fuck all. They all earn all their money through speculation. I speculate that if I gotta fleece someone, I'd rather it be them.
You know, he's right.
These people are not the kind to give handouts, Jack. They don't even see you. I know. It's
Okay.
great.
Okay, well then they won't notice if I just start picking their pockets.
You don't cheer for USA, for Africa, and all those singers going, "We are the world," but fuck those of us standing right there. Hypocrites.
Well, that's Reagan's America for you.
There, mister. Now that's yours. Try not to waste it on booze.
You can't tell me.
I'd waste it on cocaine like you do, but I don't think I'll be able to afford it. Do you have any idea how expensive that stuff is? God bless. $5.
$5.
I've made my day. See? Hey, they showed one of your movies yesterday. Which one? The one with the fucking spiders, the one with the fucking ants. Was it the one with the spiders and the ants fucking? How do you know if you don't watch TV? I read it in the papers. Those movies are in the spotlight again with this whole 50s revival that's going on. I don't see a single cent from them. God, was that true? Not that I should anyway. The production company went bankrupt, and who knows who's got the rights now. Some asshole must be making crazy money off my work while I'm here begging.
Sounds about right.
Oh, not long ago, a couple of journos came for an interview with one of those magazines for wankas.
I think it's called Wanker Magazine.
What was it called?
People.
Starlog? I felt like a director again, telling about how those movies were made. Those were good times, Alan. I got things to do, Jack. I just love that they name drop Starlog, which I think has been out of print for years, and in such a derogatory fashion. Got things to do, Jack. Behave, Alan. Don't end up like me, somebody being voiced by some other jackass who can't realize that I need a Lance Henriksen voice.
It's hard to do the Lance Henriksen voice.
That's true. Frank Rooker from Berkeley, Rooker & Jones, whose offices are on the 8th floor. The other one on the left is one of their youngest and most promising lawyers, Jack Jordan. Is it Jack Jordan or is it Jim Jordan? Or Jordan Jack?
Oh, God.
You don't know. All those young lawyers with their slick back hair look the same to you.
True.
That's an American Psycho reference, I think.
I mean, he's not wrong about that, at least.
Oh, yeah. The Billion Interior. Dave Morrison. Marketing officer for Phantasm Cycles, reads with bewilderment that Route 66 is not a part of the U.S. numbered highway system anymore. Part of his new campaign is based on the relevance of that particular historical route. You won't be in the mood for chit-chat right now. Okay. Can I go in? Let's find out. Oh my god.
I just like how he walks with his arms just like really straight down, no moving.
Got a little debate here. You're the most educated of all of us. Lend me a hand. Do I look like Dan Stevens or do I look like some schmuck? Pam here is saying that the Church of Mother Earth is a cult. It is. Oh, come on. Not you two. You should stop by one day, Alan. As a guest, of course. See, because I look like Dan Stevens. We have exercises to improve one's mood and see life from a different perspective.
A blonde perspective.
I'd rather throw myself out that window. You wasted your time, friend. You won't kill yourself if you jump out this window. But how about you, Pam? Are you in?
I don't get paid enough to put up with this.
You tell him, girl. Bird! Oh,
Bird! Oh. That was the best part so far.
Oh, totally.
Bird.
So impressed with the concept of Shockwaves that he wanted to make his own Nazi zombie movie. Hey, Shockwaves! That's a good pull. Schauführer had little success, and the blame fell on Ruskin Productions, then official screenwriter. After the disastrous premiere, you were hired to replace him. The Neighbor was a boring movie about a girl who thought her neighbor was a vampire. Lately, Ruskin has been thinking of suing Tom Holland and Columbia Pictures over the suspicious similarities between his film and the recent Fright Night.
Oh my god.
The first movie produced by Ruskin was House by the Graveyard, 1981, a Z movie indebted to Italian horror cinema with an aesthetic close to the 70s than to the decade it was shot in. Wow! That is a fantastic full... Again, like one of those, like... It's kind of passive-aggressive the way it does it, but it's like it's also... It knows its shit.
It does. How's the script going?
Okay, I need to touch a couple things up.
Problems with the third act, right?
How do you know?
I've been working with you for a long time, honey. When everything's going well, you just say one word. When you try to explain yourself, it means something is wrong. The treatment already showed that you weren't too sure about the third act. Don't worry. Maybe in shooting next month. There's still time.
Oh, God. Life in the fast lane, right? Pam brought me up to speed. Lunatic too, huh? Well, you must be happy.
The second lunatic.
Oh yeah, I can't stop jumping for joy. Hey, you crazy? Everyone's talking about the movie. It's a success so far. I ever heard rumors over at Warner. Rumors? They want David Draven, the director, to shoot the next Stallone movie. Though Sly wants to keep George P. Cosmatos, which... Bad idea. Anyway, Lunatic's the talk of the town. Did you hear anything about the screenwriter? No. I'm sorry. Okay, what do you do in that? What do you do in that cult exactly? Just go right in for it.
It's not a cult, man.
Again with that? Hey, we're not a cult. We're legally constituted a church. Okay, call it whatever you want, but what do you do there?
Stuff and things.
Well, we're not allowed to talk about it. Come by one day and see for yourself, eh?
If you can't talk about it, then it's probably a bad thing.
How's that a way of advertising yourselves? Just imagine I drop by one day and end up with melted wax on my chest and 4 octogenarians ready to abuse me.
That's an awfully specific...
Hilarious. Well, for your information, that would never happen. We do the
We don't allow old people in our church.
The teachings of the Church of Mother Earth are based on kindness and common good. And besides, the shunting was that was a one-time incident.
Also, we have a big policy there, no uggos.
What are you working on now? I've taken a couple months off. Haven't stopped shooting lately. Though Martin's been calling. Who's Martin? Scorsese. He wants me in his next movie. Paul will be there too. Paul? What Paul? McCartney? Newman. I haven't made up my mind yet. I've also been talking to Brian. Oh God. Wow, they're just throwing the references left and right. Brian May. Brian De Palma. Hey Alan, are you pulling my leg? What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you know you're welcome filmmakers? I don't know what
don't tell me.
Yeah, Spielberg, good.
Yeah.
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 Do you really think the Earth is a living being? No, of course. What seems odd to me is for people as clever as you not to believe it. Mother Earth's always been sending signals, but we never paid attention until she chose Joseph as her intermediary. Joseph?
Huh? And his Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Okay, so she speaks through him. Yeah. Tells him what to do. Exactly. Let's drop the subject. I'm feeling insulted. Why? You're treating me like a 4-year-old.
Well, you act like one.
It's true. See ya. Alright, think about it. What should I think about? Well, Pam, as we were saying...
So, we were not saying anything.
Bird.
So I says to Mabel, I says, Bird.
It says bird. Pam insisted in putting all the files on a little computer. Alright.
I can't believe her. She just doesn't get it. Christopher is not in his office right now. But this place is like your own home. So go ahead.
Hell yeah! Let's do some fucking snooping in a producer's office. Oh god.
Yeah, let's rifle through his contracts and change them.
Listen, as an indie filmmaker, this is like a wet dream for me.
To see a producer's office?
No, to snoop at a producer's office. Don't go to the Forest 3D and Campfire Psycho. Surprisingly for you, they were both a success. Among other things, the dozens of scripts sent to the company each year are being kept there. How much worse than yours must they be for Christopher not to have considered them? Revising your own scripts is already hard enough. You're going to read other people's? You don't need to know the current market trends and audience preferences of horror movie fans. It's clear to you. Blood and tits.
Yeah, but also good monsters. And
good monsters,
kills.
yeah. Yep. You look at the posters for the movies you've written with the same indifference as a plumber looking at the faucet he's about to fix. That he may be prouder of the work he's done.
Wow, just stop writing horror movies. You hate them so much.
You take the bottle and hope Christopher will miss it. Battle of Cologne?
Why are you stealing his cologne?
Wow. I don't know, but you know what? I'm gonna... Gina Dreyfus, the actress from Campfire Psycho, gifted him a bamboo plant with the intention of improving the office's feng shui. You're no expert in this kind of pseudoscience the Hollywood population so happily embraces, but you don't see any relationship between one and the other, except that both come from China.
I'm getting the impression, like, what if we made Alan Wake, but actually way more dislikeable, like, way more unlikable.
Let's get some water.
Which is kind of impressive, because Alan has his moments of just...
Oh, yeah.
You just want to, like, put him in a headlock and give him a lot of nuggies.
Turn around and ask man to refill the glasses. But you see, she's busy, so you change your mind. Wow, no spying either. Anyway, my plan is...
Well, at least he wasn't a dick to her.
We're totally giving the cologne to Jack. Jack only wants money. Jack!
No. No cologne, only money.
Okay, what about the 3D goggles? You want some glasses?
I said only money.
Okay, fine.
Money.
Okay.
Hooray for money!
Alright, fine. Let's get out of here. What to, man? Alright,
Who the hell's Peter Evans again?
The producer of his Better movie. Whoa!
Oh.
Thank
and
you
he's dead.
Cooperation officer, have a nice day. Oh, Goldberg! What a tragedy! What happened? Where's Evans? I'm afraid I've got bad news.
He's super dead.
He's super suicided himself. What? We're in shock too. We can't seem to understand. I don't know why I keep giving him East Coast accents. But...
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Did the LA, like, the California accent, was it, like, really in the 1980s?
That's true.
I was more familiar with it once it was the 90s.
Truth is, he seemed more short-tempered than usual lately. Huh. What are you doing here? Evans had some essential documents that had to be submitted today in order to close the sale of the studio to the Japanese. Because, you know, it's the 80s. We need to talk about that. The LA Chief of Police allowed me to go in and get them. Very kind on his part.
Yeah, the Japanese were really big in the 80s.
Hold on, are they planning on selling the studio? That's the plan. They're in charge from now on. Lucky me, they want to keep the current corporate board. You're fucked, though.
Yay.
I had an appointment to talk about the project. Yes, well, let's talk about it, okay? As you know, Evans was the only one protecting your project against the opposition of the rest of the executives. Now that he's gone, I'm afraid we won't be following through with the movie. Now, you don't own the rights to it, so piss off. I don't think it would have been made even with Evans. Now the studio will be in the hands of the Japanese. Wow. Okay.
Apparently the Japanese just really don't want a sappy romance film.
The trend is action heroes like Stallone and Schwarzenegger, otherwise movies like the ones Amblin is making. Oh, wow. Another Amblin. Another burn. I'm afraid there won't be any room for high-budget dramas such as the one you're proposing.
Why does he need a high budget for that drama?
It's probably a period piece. We're grateful for Peter Evans' work. The studio pulled through its worst times thanks to him. But we're in 1985, Goldberg. Teens rule the box office. That's what they'll say about the box office. I hope you understand. Anyway, ever since you're here, I've got something to show you. Found this in the desk beside the office phone. Barry Landau produces a letter with the letterhead of Flying Saucer Pictures. It seems to be a small studio of little to no budget devoted to fantasy or horror movies. You can't grasp why Evans committed suicide, but much less why that was in his office.
That sounds really cool, though.
Yeah. Peter Evans despised those kind of small producers worried about making money with exploitation movies instead of making art. It took a lot for you to stand up. Well,
you don't know that, man.
It took a lot for you to stand up for yourself, given that you were responsible for several mass killer movies. Curious, isn't it? Evans dealing with this kind of scum. You know what?
Whoa.
You can keep it. You can keep it. Your talent is closer to this trash than to our studio.
Whoa.
I've proven I can be more than a slasher screenwriter. Let me remind you, I was an Oscar nominee. Yes, so was Cher last year. Take it. My hand's getting tired.
Knee him in the groin. Knee him in the groin.
I so wish. I wish you more success. You'll need it. Hollywood is changing. We're not in the 70s anymore. Goodbye.
Okay.
I mean, everyone knew they weren't. And not to mention... Okay, so...
I mean, yes, it's 1985, so... I mean, when you get to when you get to like the middle of the next decade, that's when the decade finally like starts taking form in like terms of fashion. But like usually, you know, for the first several years, it's like the same thing.
Right.
From the last one.
You're surprised to realize, though, that your stagnant future in B-movies is the last thing you're worried about now. Peter Evans was an important figure to you. Not only because he believed in your project and tried to move heaven and earth to get it made, Peter Evans was the man you wanted to become. Wealthy, well-connected, and able to bring top-tier movie projects to life. Now he's dead. By his own hand. How's it possible for someone who's got everything they want in life to end up like this? Look at the letter Barry Landau just gave you.
No.
I'll get to... I have more things to say about the 80s as well, too, because that Kurosawa Godzilla remark...
Yeah.
You probably know what I'm going to say, too, but we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
Okay.
Dear Mr. Evans, I do know what you are talking about indeed. I thus beg you to handle this in person. You will surely understand this matter should dealt with discreetly. Kind regards, Glenn Bishop.
You marvel at Peter Evans' luxurious mansion and still can't come to terms with the fact. You can't understand either what one of the most powerful executives in Hollywood could need from one of the most insignificant production companies in Los Angeles. Without the project that could put you back in the spotlight, with a script of a sequel that's going nowhere, and with no desire to make anything else, you decide to delve into why someone like Evans did what he did. Okay, new location.
Oh, good. The screenwriter's on the case.
Exactly. So, Toho produced both Godzilla and Kurosawa movies through the 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
More Godzilla than Kurosawa is also... I think what they're referencing is the fact that Kurosawa struggled to get budgets and financing in the 80s. That's one of the reasons why like Coppola and Lucas and Spielberg would do like commercials with him, is because that was a way, like that was part of how they raised money for Kagemusha and for Ron, I think, as well. But the point though is that there still was a lot. There's always at this time. It's like it's only now we're starting to see art house pictures really struggling in the last like 20 years to get made, because the 80s is sort of the birth of the schism between commercial and prestige.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a lot wrong with what they're all saying, but
yeah, it's just like I hear stuff like Flying Saucer Productions, and I'm like, that just sounds like a lot of fun.
Exactly, like that's the thing. I mean, that's like a New World Pictures kind of thing. Okay, so
yeah, like the thing is that I still generally prefer the B movies because they still a lot of times have this energy that like somebody cared.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to skip through a bunch of this because this is pretty typical, point and click stuff. But yeah, exactly. B movies understand that you want to put the audience first. I mean, good B movies do, I should say, because
good ones.
Yeah. Okay, you'll have the suicide note. Watch a lot of movies, don't you? Actually, I write them. More than 90% of the people who commit suicide don't leave any notes. It's a myth. Still, did he leave one? Why are you asking all these questions? Are you
It's just it's the one question. Did he leave a note?
Have you written something I may have watched? Does Melody of Heavens ring any bells? Are you kidding? You wrote that movie? You unconsciously smile with pride. What a bore! Yeah. Marry my wife.
It's a real chick flick.
That's my review. It's okay. She liked it, though. I shouldn't be talking about this with you now. It's strictly police business, but to hell with that. If I can tell Mary I've been talking to the writer of Melodies of Heaven. We've been having some communication issues lately. This way we'll have something to talk about. That's for the note. No.
Yeah, I really needed to know that about your relationship with your wife. Thank you.
Okay, was it really a suicide? You mean whether someone really murdered him and made it pass for a suicide, right? I can see your screenwriter mind at work. I'm afraid to disappoint you. Everything seems to suggest otherwise. No doors or windows forced, and according to my colleagues, the position in which he was holding the rifle seems natural.
Rifle?
That's interesting.
Yeah, like, who kills himself with a rifle?
Well, Kurt Cobain used a shotgun.
A shotgun is still less long than a rifle.
True. It's one of those... yeah.
It's like the mechanics of it is the part that's getting me. A shotgun, I can see how it can be set up. A rifle is a lot more difficult with the length.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's doable, but it's, yeah. Your friend, the one who just left.
Also, there's many easier ways of killing yourself when you're like a rich guy in LA.
Yeah. He's feeling the crime scene? No way. He could alter it. Even take vital evidence. He has, right under your nose. He took some papers. And I'll file a complaint. Don't worry about that. You could have denied him entry. I just told you. Orders from above. I'll file a complaint. Hey, how about we stop going in circles here? I'm aware the situation is anomalous, okay? I thought he left the place. Okay, soon everyone will know the big fish from the movies blew his brains out, and this will be written with journos. I don't know if you know them, but they're capable of jumping over the fence to snap a picture. I don't like the idea of standing here with one of those living statues on Sunset Boulevard. My thing is patrolling, but orders from above. Alright, have a good day, sir. Okay, that was a very non-conversation. We got a couple of factoids, but... oh god, it's her.
Hi, we meet again.
That's suspicious.
Well, I think it took off.
That's odd. According to the letterhead, the Flying Saucer Pictures offices should be here.
Yeah, it took off because it's an actual flying saucer.
Rummaging through the rubble won't help you rebuild
flying
the flying
sauce?
Saucer.
The flying sauce? The flying sauce pictures. Hey, look, it's all the various people of the 80s.
I need
Bill
to
Corbett?
Hey, yeah, it is. I
Birthday Bill Corbett? What are you doing time traveling to the 80s?
I don't know what they told you, buddy, but I don't sell anything. No one's told me anything. I don't even know who you are and what you do for a living. I can guess the letter.
I think he was in Friday the 13th, Part 5.
I think he was. I'm looking for Flying Saucer Pictures offices. Flying what? This is 451 Roadside Avenue, right? I don't know. I guess, man. I think there should be an office here instead of this rubble. Oh yeah, fuck. The movies guy. What a fucking bastard. They say it was him who caused the building to collapse so he could collect the insurance money. A gas leak or something. The asshole could have blown up half the street. You gotta be a real son of a bitch to do something like that, huh?
Yeah, probably.
You know where I can find this guy? His name is Glenn Bishop. Oh, no, man. Hope you find him. But behind bars. That's his place.
I love the movie studio between the pawn shop and the laundromat.
Yep. Didn't even make a point at Glenn Bishop. I'm with the pawn shop. But he's not here, man. I think he's testifying at the police station. A problem with some jewels or something. He left his cousin in charge of the shop, but he's kind of dumb. Don't waste your time with him. At a laundromat. You've never seen one before? There's no one to charge. You go in and sort of coin and wash your clothes. Clearly you have someone to do it for you. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, man. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I don't, but, you know, somebody has to own the laundromat, right? Like, somebody takes the change out of the machines. Somebody owns that place.
Yeah. You pay attention to their conversation.
So I says to Mabel, I says...
Embarrassed, you move away from them when you realize that the man on the right is trying to convince the other one that Missing Action 2 was shot before the first part, but premiered afterwards.
Guys, rubble. exit. Extra from Thriller?
It is. Alright. So I think this is going to get us to, Your face seems familiar. Haven't I given you a ride before? Alright, let's go to the diner. It's the only other place that allows us to go. Whoa! Eat it, Joe's. Well, what tool do we have here? Crawled back from your hole already.
He kind of looks familiar.
He looks like, Ricky Jay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Joe. I don't know what I was saying, but whatever.
Yeah, it auto-scrolls. This is an old demo from, like, 2021, I think. It's been on my hard drive for 3 years.
I like the detail that you get in the places, though.
Oh yeah, background design is great.
Yeah, really evokes feelings of the 80s.
Without interruption, 24 hours a day. So popular that studios are starting to hire music video directors to, in your opinion, deal cinema its final death blow. Wow, I don't like this guy.
Wow, buddy, you... Boy, does 2024 have news for you.
Joe is devoted to his business. You consider him a good man, given he should have already broken your legs instead of putting up with your impertinence.
That's true. I mean, but that's also true of pretty much everyone you talk to. It's a miracle that no one has broken his legs.
Exactly. Hey, Joe, where are you going with that gun in your hand?
Oh, just aiming at your legs.
Are you happy in that kitchen? You're asking if I'm happy. Well, you're always here, completely soaked in sweat. And I thought, you thought? Mr. Hollywood thought. You don't think this is a decent job? Is that what you're suggesting? No, not at all. Look, Mr. Smarty Pants, I started in this business when I was 14. 14! I could have been a magician, for fuck's sake. I spent my whole life working for others.
Did you want to be a magician?
And putting up with everyone's shit. And I wanted to be a magician. I wanted to do card tricks. I wanted to be a character actor in David Mamet movies.
Damn, man.
It's as worthy as yours getting into the Olympus of cinema legends, okay?
Hey, the guy eating on the right.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lorenzo Lamas from Renegade.
Oh my god, it is! Wow, he's gotta go, he's gotta stop the guy who has murdered his wife.
Murdered his wife, yeah.
Those new modern thingamajigs with touch panels. It has quizzes for smartasses like you. It's not exactly a hit so far. Kids prefer to shoot spaceships. They're coming out to change it tomorrow. If you want to try it out, do it today.
Burger Boss.
When are you going to add me to the Wall of Fame? No offense, Alan, but you're no celebrity. You're a screenwriter.
You're never going to be a celebrity. No.
Yep. No.
Not really.
It's like taking a picture with a lighting technician. What about William Goldman? Don't you know him? Who the fuck is William Goldman? See, a screenwriter can't be a celebrity. Oh, and also this is 2 years before Princess Bride.
Ah. Yeah. Buy something or get the hell out.
Hey, let's... Oh, whoops. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to hand a letter to Joe and just be like, hey, isn't this weird?
No. Don't shove the cologne in me. What, you think I stink? You think I fucking stink because I'm a blue-collar worker, got his own business here? Why don't you go fuck off? I don't know what you're talking about.
A dumb thing about the amends policy.
Don't you have anything to say to me?
Good afternoon.
Good. Oh, God. Don't you owe me an apology?
A week ago, you were on a second date with Vicky, despite the disaster that was the previous one. And it was worse. You got drunk and started talking too much. You only remember ending up lying down in a taxi soaked in the wine Vicky probably threw at you before running away, and a strong pain in your cheek.
Oh?
In these moments, you wish you were at your typewriter with all the time in the world to think of all the possible answers your characters might give. You try to choose the right words to tell Vicky, but this page will probably end up in the trash can.
Anyway, let's drop the subject, okay?
What did I say?
Don't you remember? I haven't felt so insulted in my whole life, Alan.
But what on earth did I say?
I won't repeat it. Hearing it once was enough.
Keep it down, lovebirds.
I don't love him. I think he's a piece of shit. It's not what you said, Alan. The problem is, you said it again. Everything revolves around you, and you end up ruining what could have been a special night. You're not the man who came to Hollywood years ago. That's the past. You've still got a job. You make a living, and you're tasting success. What more do you want?
Oh.
Do you want to know what first frustration looks like? I've spent 5 years in Hollywood and I haven't got any parts yet. I'm 35 and share an apartment with two 20-somethings who have barely been here for 2 months, and one's already been on Cheers and the other one's a regular on the Colbys.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked. That. And that doesn't prevent me from respecting the ones I love, you know?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I apologize if you felt offended.
What? What's that if? Of course I did. You're better off offending than writing scripts, you know? And the worst about it is, God, I'm such an idiot that I'd hang out with you again tonight. But it's over, Alan. I don't need such a relationship in my life right now.
Yeah, you tell him, girl.
I don't blame you for it. I can barely stand myself.
Us too.
Yeah.
Try to see life as it is, Alan. Do your part if you want what we have to work.
For a moment you think about apologizing again, this time in a less apathetic and more sincere way, but you know it won't change Vicky's mind, so you decide to spare her the words. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did you go to a casting this week?
3. And it's always the same, either too young or too old.
Why don't you get into one of your movies? I tried. Twice. Associate producers get their lady friends in. I can't do anything against that. You're not pushing yourself enough. That's not how it works, Joe. I'm just a screenwriter, and... Why am I explaining myself to you?
I am just a screenwriter.
Why are you barging in on our conversation?
I'm trying to help.
Because Vicky's worth a lot. She's a good actress. I know she's good. Very good. Yeah? Is she as good as you say? We'd already have seen her in a lunatic movie.
Let it be, Joe. Ellen is right.
Why are you defending him? Are you so infatuated that you swallow everything he says? Why are you even infatuated with him? He's a piece of shit. These excuses. If you wanted to, you would have been in one of his movies already. God.
Please, Joe.
It's your life, and I'm not meddling. I'm just quietly yelling my opinions. I only want what's the best for my employees, okay? Listen, if he bothers you again, just tell me. I'll put him in the burgers. I'll put him right in there.
Thank you. You're sweet.
As you
wish.
Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that, honey. Oh, God. A very appealing blueberry pie waits to be devoured by those who still have room left after eating one of Joe's generous meals. Mac Paulin is a freelance journalist specialized in TV critique. He feels so at home in this place that he practically uses it as his office. Joe doesn't object. Mac leaves an average of $10 a day. How's it going, Mac?
Wow, you're alive. I thought they were about to knock your door down and find you devoured by the cat.
Wow, this guy.
I don't have a cat. I hate
I
them.
said the cat, not a cat. Wow.
Feeling optimistic today, are we? I'm glad to see you, friend. What can I help you with?
I can't trust this guy.
I can't either, and also, I'm so sorry to everyone at home. I cannot do a John Waters voice to save my life, so I cannot do that for Mac, although I really want to.
Just imagine John Waters.
A review of the new Twilight Zone. I already know your answer, but I know a couple of guys in the CBS who owe me some favors. Aren't you interested in writing an episode for the series?
You want me to work in TV? TV. I don't want to end my days being a TV writer.
Come on, Alan. TV's changing. Even William Friedkin directed an episode. Maybe in the future they have more freedom writing for TV than for the movies. Oh, God. I hate that. Hate that. I know practically everyone in the job, and you could shine there.
I appreciate it, but...
I won't insist, but if you ever change your mind, here I am.
Mac knows people, wordmonger. If you worked in TV, you wouldn't complain so much. Oh, shut up. I see somebody's happy to see me.
Why wouldn't I? Oh, you mean Joe? He thinks highly of you, but you know him. Oh, you're referring to Vicky? I'm not meddling in other couples' affairs. Not a couple. You'd be if you weren't so, everything that you are. I already said it. I'm not meddling in their affairs. You're on with your thing. Wow, that was riveting. Hey, wordmonger, nothing for you here. No, this new one, not any of the others. God, this guy is the most snobbish piece of shit I have seen as a protagonist in a video game in a long time.
Yeah, you just... Hey, Bill Corbett.
We did hear about Dan Mills is killing all homosexuals.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh, no, don't say that. No.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, bad.
Very bad.
No. Oh, so topical. The 80s.
Okay, let's just... We got 3D glasses. Wait a minute.
You douse the thing in cologne and then put your 3D glasses on?
No. Oh. I want to wear them, though.
Can't you put them on yourself?
It's not letting me. Yeah, I'm not selectable.
Man.
I know. This is ridiculous. Okay, what about if I look at the guy? Is he an alien?
He's only interested in certain transactions.
Yes. Got an idea for a movie. I'll tell you. Oh, God, no.
Oh, please. Spare me.
Oh, someone new. Neil Gordon? I told you I wasn't going to grant you an interview so you can leave the bench free for whoever needs it. You were pretty clear last time, Mr. Goldberg. It's hard to forget. You were quite blunt. But I'm not here for you. I'm trying to interview Christopher Ruskin. Couldn't you? No. Neil Gordon is a horror movie enthusiast who manages, writes, and publishes a small fanzine called Terror Zone. He thinks you're one of the best current horror screenwriters and he's dying to interview you. But ending up reading your words in a magazine made of loosely stapled photocopies doesn't match your concept of an interview. Wow!
God damn.
Wow! This guy is anti-fanzine and everything?
Is he named after the doctor from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3?
Possibly. Either that or a combination of Neil Jordan and Stuart Gordon, who both had horror movies out in 85.
Mm-hmm. Because, Neil Gordon was, the character's name. I believe.
Likely. I checked out your fanzine. Oh, yeah? I skimmed it before trashing it.
Wow.
Judging by what I read, you do write quite well. Quite well. You've got a talent, kid. What do you waste writing for those kind of movies? Do you want some advice? No, stop. Shut the... Oh, no.
I wouldn't take it. Get a haircut? Wow. What, you gonna call me a hippie?
You told me how to dress. What to write about. Anything else? Yes, take off those earrings.
I got a neat idea. Fuck you.
Gonna wait here all day? It's my day off. When I see Mr. Ruskin come out, I'll try to get my interview. I hope he's nicer than you. What's your interest in Ruskin?
Yeah.
I'm working on a special issue
you're a piece of shit.
about new horror movies. But Ruskin is one of them. Don't be mistaken, Ruskin's no more than a producer of exploitation. He doesn't give a damn about horror cinema. Well, you think so? I work for him. If he gave a damn about horror movies, he wouldn't have you as a screenwriter. Oh, you ready for yourself for an answer with the conclusion I'm not a horror movie screenwriter? But that's what you are. Yeah, suck it. Neither give his new movies larger and larger budgets, not hire the best up-and-coming VFX technicians out there. He knows what he's doing. Good luck, then. I hope Ruskin won't send you packing, which is what I do. I don't think so. Brian Houston didn't. Not Robert Shea, not Glenn Bishop, not Charles Band. Producers tend to be nicer than certain screenwriters. Hold on. Did you say Glenn Bishop? Yeah, Glenn Bishop. How do you know where I could find him? Are you serious? He makes video movies, very low-budget ones. If you want to waste your time, so be it, but I'd keep working for Ruskin Productions. It's not that, I just want to talk to him about certain matters. I'll ask again, do you know where I can find him? Don't tell me Roadside Avenue. Oh no, he's not there anymore. He had some problems with a gas leak. Or at least, that's what he tried to convince me of. There's rumors about him already having a new office when the disaster happened. So, he's now... let's make a deal. Intercede with Ruskin so that he grants me an interview, and I'll tell you. Tell me and I'll talk to Ruskin. Do I look like a sucker to you? With your age, I guess so. How old are you, kid? 20. No, you do not. Do me that favor, Mr. Goldberg. Ruskin will grant an interview to a fanzine. This is my offer. Alright, hope the wait isn't too bad. Goodbye, Mr. Woodward. Okay, let's talk to Jack one more time to see if he's got anything new. Hey again, Mr. Smiles. Nope. Alright. Well, at least we get to see the bird again.
I do love that bird. Yep.
Aha! He's here. Alan!
Whoa!
I've heard the news.
That's a face.
What a shame, huh? Indeed. Does that mean your project... fucked up, yeah. I don't want to sound callous in such a moment, but... this is good news for Ruskin Productions. Our Alan isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I don't have much of a choice. Oh, come on! Don't be like that! Do you know what I was staring at through the window when you got here? The city at your feet, right? Makes you feel powerful. Like you have a big dick. You're impossible! Come here. Look towards Sunset Strip. That billboard ad on the corner by Tower Records.
Tower Records.
What do you see? A brown and blue blot. What do you see? What do you want me to see? The sun's reflecting off the window and I can't see a damn thing. It's a lunatic poster on Sunset Boulevard. Do you know what that means? We can afford it. We're making big money thanks to you. Do you know where I've been today? Surprise me. In a meeting with Toynek, they're releasing an action figure line of horror monsters. And you know who's going to be the star? The lunatic. They're all on the same lines, Alan. Voorhees, Myers, Kruger. And thanks to the movie's success, they want your creation to be the star figure. Isn't it wonderful? A lunatic toy. Wonderful. I know it's not the figurine you'd like to have in your hands, but we're on the way, Alan. We'll soon be able to afford higher budget movies, as well as other genres. The day will come when you can write anything you want, and I will gladly produce it. But the success of horror movies is what will allow us to make riskier things. It's easy to understand, isn't it? I'm sick of writing the same thing over and over, Christopher. That's all. I know, but you're very good at it. We've won awards thanks to you, and I'm not letting you go. And now, if you'll allow me, I'm going to keep admiring our future. What's amazing is how there's so many people that would practically, or would actually kill to be in this position. And he has no gratitude for it whatsoever.
Nope.
Do you have a moment? Sure. First of all, how's the script going? Remember to do whatever you want with it. You know, there won't be any sort of interference on my part. He gets to write whatever he wants. What?
Oh, I'm just gonna reach through this game and stuff Alan in a locker.
I got issues with the third act, nothing I can't fix. Usual writer's block, huh? Think of something shocking. You've got time. There's still a month to go before we start shooting. What did you want to tell me? There's a kid who wants to interview you. Oh yeah? Variety? Olive Reporter? Some fanzine. Some fanzine. Not interested. The kid adores you. I don't know why, but he does. Does he? He says you're more than a director of exploitations, that you know what you're doing. Of course I am. I try to hire the best. Those were his words. Yeah? He knows how to write. He's good or even better than any film journals you know. Knows how to negotiate. Damn. You know what, Alan? I've been thinking of hiring a press officer lately. That would free up Pam, who's already quite busy with her work. You say the kid's good? Check for yourself. Accept the interview. Every time I've trusted your gut, it's been good for me, so... Yes, you can tell him to come by. Alright, but not today. It's been a busy day. Tomorrow 10 a.m., is that fine? Whatever suits you best. Settled then. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Okay. I'm flustered because, like, as much as I am enjoying aspects of this protagonist is so fucking unlikable that I just want to be. I want to get this over with.
You want bad things to happen to him.
I do. I want to get to the turning point where it's not just simply he feels like shit, but that actually, like, he discovers a haunted horror movie film print and destroys, destroys his brain. He's even thinking about it.
Make with the death.
I'm a mechanic. Well, an assistant mechanic. How much do you make a month? Doesn't matter. Don't answer. Ruskin would double it, even triple it. If I accept the job, it would conflict with my reviews of any movie by the production company. You're no mercenary, are you? True. Is that fanzine that important to you? It's my whole life. Are you listening to yourself? You have the chance to earn a ton of money, work for an up-and-coming production company, and attend horror movie shoots. Are you going to miss out on that? Any kid interested in the horror genre would kill for a job like that. You can balance work in the fanzine. Okay, I'll think about it. When do I get to interview him? Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Thanks a lot, Mr. Goldberg. And now, where can I find Glenn Bishop? Mansfield Avenue, 13. All right, great. I'd thank you if I hadn't had to barter. This is Hollywood. I guess that justifies anything. Anyway, there's nothing else for me to do here, so let's split up, look for survivors, and get out of here. I like his pants, though. Try to dress decently tomorrow, not like a criminal. It'll be an interview. I know.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man.
God.
Shut up. You know what? I don't think the Philip J. Fry mode of fashion is like the height of haute couture.
Seriously. Alright, Glenn Bishop.
Glenn Bishop here.
I don't give a damn if you did everything you could, Tony. Your job is to do the impossible. No. No! Where the hell am I gonna find it?
What an asshole.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, fuck off!
Oh, come on! We didn't even get the scary? There's no nightmare frames in this prologue.
Alright, well, okay, so we get a little glimpse of stuff we're gonna see later. He starts looking like Travis Bickle.
Now he's wearing a jacket.
Cool backgrounds, though.
I don't know, some death guy there. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, the backgrounds are all really pretty. Ooh, look at that one.
Yeah, that's nice, yeah.
God loves you.
God loves you a little bit. Okay, well, I guess that was Nightmare Frames Prologue. So this is basically the demo for the full game, which is currently available on Steam. I have not picked it up, but will probably at some point in the future, just out of curiosity more than anything. But
I wanted scary to happen.
Me too. That was it's like it was fine. The references made me really happy, even though there was some stuff that was definitely like I could feel opinions kind of coming in, like opinions about the
authorial and intent.
Yeah. Because I understand part of the reason Alan Goldberg is such an asshole is I think it's meant to posit that he is actually in a pretty decent situation, all things considered, and that when the point of his journey is going to be descending essentially into hell, finding this print and all these horrible things taking place, and that he will in turn learn to appreciate what he has or lose everything, and
right.
That's all cool and well and good, but man, did they have to make him even hate cats?
Like, man, does he have to suck so much?
Whew. Okay, well, next time we'll hopefully find something that's a little more a little more satisfactory. Cool. Until next time, folks. Just get this to close the thing into